Hello everybody. Today I want to show you how to manually tune your Freeview box. This is for UK users only. I recently updated my standard PVR to a HD PVR, and what I noticed is that after doing the automatic search, a lot of the channels were quite choppy or pixelated and the recordings would often fail, so I decided to go about manually tuning the Freeview box. Manually tuning is a pretty easy process to actually do, but gathering the data and the information that you need in order to manually tune your Freeview box is a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to show you how to do that so you can quickly manually tune your Freeview box. One of the first things you need to do is go to the Digital UK website, and in here on the right hand side you'll see a coverage checker. Within there you need to put in your postcode, house name or number, and click the go button. And that will give you a whole lot of information about the Freeview channels that are available for you and the coverage in your area. So I've done it for my area, which is Newcastle upon Tyne, and as you can see, it's given me a nice screen signal saying that there's a good terrestrial TV signal and it should be coming from the Pontop Pike transmitter. You can look this one up on Google to see exactly where it is in your location and to see if it's going to be one of the closest ones for you, which it should be. Another good double check is that you can see what the local BBC News service is, and for me it's up north, and ITV is the northeast tonight. So I know that it's picked up the correct transmitter for my region. So now that I know which transmitter should be in my area and that I should be receiving the signal from, I need to click the How Do I Retune button down here at the bottom, and it will bring up the following screen. It has a basic retuning on it, which gives you information on how to automatically retune your box, but I'm going to go through the manual retuning and step you through the information that's here on the website, as well as some information that's just not there, and you'll need it if you're going to be doing your manual retuning. So on the left hand side, you'll see a whole series of numbers. These are channel numbers. Now these aren't the BBC 1s, BBC 2s or Channel 4s that we often relate to when we talk about channels. These are transmission channels or frequency bands. You can think of them as AM, FM or long wave transmissions for radio, and within each of those frequency bands you'll have a series of channels. So for example, the top one there is channel 58, and within that frequency band or that channel are all of the channels that come with that. For example, BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3, ITV1, Channel 4. So they'll all be stored within that channel. There are 9 channels that should be received from the transmitter for my region, and if I tune in all of those channels or all of those frequency bands into my PVR, then I will have all 101 Freeview channels that I should be expecting to get. The names on the left hand side, such as BBC A, D3 and 4, BBC-B, HD, are actually quite important, because later on you'll need to filter out which of these channels are actually the HD channels and which of them are just standard definition channels. So I've taken a little screen grab from my PVR, and this is the manual search screen, and right at the very top you'll see that it says channel, and from here you'll put in or select the channel. So for me this will be channel 58, which is the BBC A transmission band, and then I click search. It will also give you information on the strength and quality of the signal, and once you click that search button it will actually pull in all of the channels that are within that frequency band. You then need to do this essentially 9 times. It's a very quick process, but do it all 9 times and then you will have all of your channels stored onto your PVR. So from the Digital UK website, I know that my transmitter is Pontop Pike, and I also know then that there are 9 individual frequency bands or channels that I need to tune in. So for BBC A, I can tell from the website that if I tune that in, I will have all of those channels then stored in my PVR. And the same goes with the remaining 8 channels. There's one other thing you need to know before you begin the manual tuning process, and that is which are your HD channels and which are your standard definition channels. Because these are often described as dvb-t or dvb-t2. And dvb stands for digital video broadcasting, and the T stands for terrestrial. You can also get -S for satellite, -C for cable, and a few others. But I'm just going to focus on the -T as This is a physical transmitter based at a terrestrial site. dvb-t are all the standard definition channels, and dvb-t2 are the second generation channels, which are all your high definition channels. So I just grouped them here nicely. In red are all my standard channels, and in purple are all my high definition channels. So when I come to tuning in and doing a manual search, I will put in my channel number, which would be 58, 54, and 50. And further down, you can see this transmission, it says dvb-t, so I will leave it at that and then do my search. And I will do that for all of the standard definition channels. But when I come to input my high definition channels, such as 49, 33, and 34, I will change this dvb-t to dvb-t2 and then do the searches. And that will then guarantee that I'm getting all the standard and all the high definition channels put in. So always remember that you need to know the channels that you're receiving, whether they're standard definition, and that will tell you whether you need to select dvb-t or dvb-t2. So I hope this video has been of some help to you in manually tuning your Freeview PVR. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll put in links to the Digital UK website as well for anyone who wants to go to it. Thank you for watching.